Brian asks, Ty, what is a good way to introduce your videography solution to your employer? If you see the pain points and know you can add value, do it on the day you quit. No, I'm joking. It's rough to do with your employer because they will try to, in most cases, they will try to get you to work for the same rate you're working for them now. They'll just shift you over to that job, and that job you could be doing is way more valuable, or that project may be way more valuable than the job that you have. I rarely say work for your employer, and if you do, think of it as a beta client or a place to learn and not a place to earn. You know, you're currently earning from them. They're not going to pay you a whole lot. And what happens if you mess it up? Are you fired? Like from both jobs? Like what happened? So it's just a slippery slope. What are some bare minimum skill sets for starting a video editing company? Do I need to learn how to shoot video? Yes. I'm going to tell you why you need to learn how to shoot video, Larry. It's very important that you are used to learning about different file types, right? Because let me give you an example. There are some cameras that you expose to the right? They need more light to get a better image. There's some that are not. The more you learn about working with different cameras, the more familiar you become with the file type, right? Even if it's raw or non-raw, you get familiar with it. You'll know how to grade it. You'll know how your system handles it. And you'll be familiar with things like shutter speed or shutter angle, depending on what type of camera you're working with, so that when it's time for you to edit, you have all of those tools in place. There is a huge difference between editing a red raw file and editing something from a DJI Pocket Osmo. They both can deliver a 4K file, but they're completely different on how they work, how your system works with them, how you color grade them, the information that's available. One has a bunch of metadata on camera angle and everything and focus length. The other don't. The other is like 1030. That's all the information you get. We shot it at 1030. Good luck. So understanding that helps. It says, Ty, started out doing well with Google Ads for my wedding videography business. In February, my ads stopped getting as much traction. Do you think that was due to the increased competition? Nope. If you aren't constantly checking your ads to see what's trending, they're going to work well for 1 week and die down. Trends change. That's why marketers are always, pretty decent to have to look at them, to tweak them, and just look at what's working and what's not. When I had a marketing company handle all of my ads, they were changing out stuff probably weekly. Like they were adding a lot to negative keywords, just looking at what was working and what wasn't. It could be a lot of reasons as to why it's not working. It could be you got to look and see, is it still bringing the same amount of traffic to your website? Is your website not converting? Like what has changed? So there's a lot of parameters on why ads work and don't work. That's why it's great to have a professional on it if it's not your thing, because that's why they charge you monthly, because they're not just setting it and forgetting it. They're going in, looking at what's working and what's not.
Hey, pause for a second. I know you're in the middle of something dope, but I want to make sure I tell you about a course over at Flashfilmacademy that changed the game for me. It literally took my business from attracting mostly low-end clients to consistently landing bigger clients with bigger budgets. It's called the 5 Key Steps for Creating an Effective Portfolio That Converts. If you're a photographer, videographer, editor, or graphic designer, this course teaches you how to take what your brand does well and present those things in a way to help the client understand how your brand can help solve their problem. This course isn't just about editing, but helping you understand that when clients are trying to make a decision on why or even if they should work with you, blasting them with your best video clips set to music just won't cut it anymore. It doesn't set you apart, show value, or help buyers in the process of making a decision. This course teaches you how to create a commercial for your brand, providing a first impression that will help you 10x your ability to land clients. Remember, if you can't effectively tell your story, clients won't hire you to effectively tell their story. Create a demo reel that sells the client before you even speak to them. Go ahead, click the link. Let's get started.
I would suggest that you create a list for yourself of things that you personally don't know how to do, but you trust handing it off, right? I have 2 or 3 editors that I work with that I know their prices. I know how to put their price in my proposal with some profit and some room in case of issues where I can still be price competitive, and I know what I got. The good thing now is you have the ability to reach out and build a network from your house, right? You didn't have that 30, 20 years ago. You had to meet people. I can go on Upwork and hire somebody for a job to start tonight. You know what I'm saying? Where I couldn't do that before. So because of that, there is very little that I can't do. It's just about me finding the right people to help fit for that job. Use Fiverr. There's a lot of great talent on Fiverr. There's people that I use over and over and over and over again on Fiverr. You may want to spend some of your money to test it out. Test it out on your website. Test it out on something you need edited. Something that you're editing. Hey, I'm going to take some of this money out this budget. I'm going to hire this editor to see what kind of job they do. I'm going to still edit it for my client. But if you get that footage back and it's better than yours, you submit that and you work with them every single time. So I'm going to give you an idea with that. I'm going to give it to you live on air. Anybody in that situation, they're approaching a client that's thinking about having a site where they sell video or services. Manage the whole project, right? Manage it on a monthly basis. And I'm going to tell you how you can do it, even if you have never touched the web or anything in your life. There are certain companies like Think of It, Teachable. They have systems that are pre-made to sell this content. You can go to Fiverr and get a designer that will create the page for you because it's only templates. There's only so much you can do with it. So you can get a designer off Fiverr to design the page, to create the look. Then you can manage the project as an ongoing basis for the client. So you've turned a one-time client, hey, we're going to shoot 12 videos for you, make it a course, into a client that is paying you monthly. From there, you can pay to get copywriters to write the ad copy or the copy for the courses. You can go do the photography for the products. You can create the trailer. You can create the videos and do it at a price where, you know, it makes sense for you, and maybe even get a percentage of the sales because they want to just get it. Like a lot of people don't want to even think deep into doing it. If you manage the project, then they become a monthly client that's keeping money coming in every month. And once you get it up and running, you're pretty much just babysitting it at that point. You can even hand over the admin rights to them, but it's your job to make sure that video and stuff is up. So I would handle everything, just be the project manager on everything. Even if you do it for crazy price and you hand it off, hey, we have designers that can help design the Teachable page. We can write the copy. We can take the pictures, blah, blah, blah. Majority of you is you going to Fiverr, getting that information or hiring people to come on and do what they need to do. And then you're handing it off at a profit. That is a big, 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 major upsell. Let's talk about it. No Flavor Imaging says, do you recommend wireless audio kits such as the Deity Interview Kit, or should I go with the wired recorder like a Tascam DR10L? Let me be honest with you. This depends on your proximity to the client, what type of shoots you're doing. Wires is always better. Though lav mic, you can go wireless. Just don't go cheap wireless. Go at least Rode or better. If you're going to be super far, you need to spend some good money on your wireless lav mic.
Hey, keep in mind that the video you just watched contains clips from a longer lecture that's available to our gold members at flashfilmacademy.com. You can go to flashfilmacademy.com to watch the complete lectures if you want to get all the gems and all the information, or you can stay on the channel and continue watching some of our content here. Just click one of those boxes somewhere around here. Just, yeah, you know where to go. Right up in here, somewhere, wherever it pops up, you know what to do. You got this.